So I will describe the idea behind AnchoredPoint, which uses identification of swing highs and swing lows and draws Anchored VWAP, which serves like a support or resistance, and you can use it also for trend identification, saying whether we are above previous swing high, which means we are in an uptrend, or below previous swing low, which means that we were in a downtrend. And it draws only the latest Anchored VWAP lines, because this wasn't meant to show anything else that trend, if we are in an uptrend or downtrend. Now, the identification of swing highs and swing lows is surprisingly difficult in coding, in the development, because you can use two things. You can either basically the swing high or extreme, if you have one candle and then you have the second candle, no matter what the color is, and then you have the third candle. And if the candle in the middle has high that is higher than previous and next high, so this is high 1, this is high 2, and this is high 3. So H2 must be higher than H3 as well as H1. This is the identification. Then we have a swing high here, technically. And unlike AnchoredPoint, which uses solely price action logic, AnchoredPoint uses the simplest approach, the period. And the period, in the settings, the period says how many candles are we observing? What is the period of calculating the swing highs and swing lows? There should be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. And then if the new high from these 7 candles appears, then we have a new high. There's a new high, high something, high X. It's okay for simple things, but I wasn't satisfied with this algorithm at all with AnchoredPoint, because obviously when you start changing the numbers, then the location of the swing highs and swing lows reappears. And now you see it on the Anchored VWAP line even. Because you change the period. The swing highs which weren't swing highs are all of a sudden swing highs. When I set it to 1, then you have this situation. It's enough to have one higher high compared to the previous high and the following high, and it's already swing high. But you've got a huge number of the signal arrows for the swing high and swing low, so this doesn't make any sense. Somehow I realized that, say, 7 is a good number. This was by backtesting, by observing the chart and so on, and how would I identify swing highs and swing lows. It's not perfect. But if you ask 2 traders to draw swing highs and swing lows, that what can happen? They obviously draw this line. It's this low. It's obvious. It's immediately visible. They draw this low, which is also okay. They draw this low, but then the second trader draws this low as well, and then he draws this low as well, because technically it is a swing low, you know. There's the zigzag indicator in ATAS. There's the fractals indicator in ATAS. Those indicators helps us with identifying the swing highs and swing lows when I use fractals. You see that fractals, I don't know what's the algorithm behind. I slightly think that it basically uses a fixed parameter, something like 5 maybe? Not really. Now I do have it, I think. Don't I? Something in between. Something in between. But look, it fits perfectly. Almost perfect. There's an arrow and there's the missing dot from fractals. And you can use the fractals for drawing swing highs and swing lows. The lines. And as soon as the line gets touched, then it's obviously invalidated, like here. It's not bad. It's a good indicator. In fact, you can use it. You can play with the settings and so on, so that it's less obstructive, which looks like this, for instance. I just play with the transparency, and I think you can even change the line style to dash. Let's say now it looks like this, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all, because as said, some traders, and this is good actually. This is very, very good. However, and you already feel the problem. If I set something, I will switch off the fractals and I will start playing with the anchored point again. When I start changing the parameter, then the swing lows changes and the position of anchored VWAP changes. So I didn't like this idea. That's why pattern action don't have any parameter at all. We have the section for colors here, of course. No parameter. Webhook, no parameter. This is the section for the swing lines. Only parameter, swing line width. So basically, no settings. Other, draw to end or draw above price. No settings. Then we have the alerts. No settings. Then we have some... Okay, then we have the synchronization part. No settings. And then we have this part. But this is... you just only turn on and off the lines. And if you will see the invalidated, if you want to see the breaker blocks, and if you want to see the VPOC of the order block and breaker block. This, I will add it to the chart. This indicator works on a pure price action basis, but it's related to order blocks and breaker blocks, also the swing highs and swing lows. Swing highs and swing lows appear only if there is a valid, I think I can turn on the invalidated levels. Yeah, but these are valid order blocks. So these swing highs and swing lows are based on a pure price action, which mean 100 traders identify order blocks, breaker blocks, and swing highs, lows based on them the same way if they really stick to the strict price action rules. There are certain rules for identifying order blocks, identifying if they are valid or not. That's why I have these letters below the boxes. R, I cannot zoom in because I don't have the option for setting up the description. Never mind. I will write it here. R means is it or will it be resistance? S or W, you get a strong or weak order block or breaker block. Strong, strong, strong. You say that most of them are strong, and that's correct, because most of them are indeed strong. This one is weak. This one is weak. It's an order block, but it's weak yet, because from the price action point of view, the order block is the latest candle before swing low. So this one, and it's a potential one. It's potential until you have at least one candle outside the range of the pattern action of the order block. And as soon as this candle closed, we got this order block. It's potential support, but it's weak. It's weak because this candle is negative. Again, I don't analyze the color of the candle. I analyze how it looks like. Positive, negative candle. I've explained it a lot of times, so I won't be wasting any time with that again. And as long as there's only negative candle above the range of the order block, then it's a weak order block. Strong order block. Okay, now don't. No, I didn't want this. I will use this one. This order block. Okay, this order block was potential, which means latent, invisible, since closing this candle, not because it's outside, but because of its low. But it was still invisible. It was already at the chart, but in a latent form. When this candle closed, nothing changed, because the low of the candle isn't outside the range. This is the range of the order block. And only when this candle closed, you started seeing this order block visible. And you also see the difference in the colors. The background of the weak order block and the borders are different compared to strong order blocks. The filling is stronger at strong order block, and there's more transparency at the weak order block, and the border is dashed here or dotted. It's dotted, but here is solid. So at the first glance you see whether the order block is strong or not. Now the third letter, so we have was it resistance? Yes. It was strong or weak order block. T means tested. It got tested. Then we have BB, which means that this particular order block turned into breaker block, again based on a certain price action rules, not just because I say so. Not every order block turns to breaker block. There are certain rules. And finally, you have a time frame in the description, because when you engage the master-slave functionality of the pattern action, you will start seeing the mirrored levels at the slave chart, and you want to see what time frame is the master version of the indicator at. So this is the description. Okay, but I started talking about my indicator and not about the AnchoredPoint. However, you see that it works. It's not bad at all. And there are situations you asked me where you can open the trade. You wait for pullback. And what is pullback? Pullback is the lower wick of each candle. This is pullback. This is pullback. You know? And these are the opportunities, because this candle closed above the AnchoredPoint VWAP identified by this swing high, and you see that it works. It's okay. It's quite okay. And surprisingly, or not surprisingly, it's a coincidence. We have, but here you see the difference. Here you see the difference. We have here the breaker block, but this swing high was identified as a swing high, and it's correct actually. So this candle closed above the red Anchored VWAP, and we are obviously in an uptrend, because you see the cloud, which is not visible. There's no filling, but this is the VWAP cloud. you know, and this is something which is actually, I think, missing in ATAS, and that is the idea. I just was going to test the idea. Because the cloud shows you two different anchored VWAPs based on swing high and swing low. And this cloud is important. As long as we are above the cloud, we are in an uptrend. As soon as we are below the cloud, we are in a downtrend. Now, I will try. We are at 5 minutes, so I'm not sure whether I will be able or won't to show you the proper entries. These movements are 100 ticks. It's not that much compared to the movements in American session. You see the long candles in American session, but you would have, I don't know, you can engage market replay, and this would be interesting because I think that you would have had Anchored VWAP here, the red one, because of this swing high. We don't have any other swing high here. And the swing low changed from this arrow to this arrow to this arrow. And then the cloud could look like this. And all of a sudden you wait for pullback, which are these candles. This was the pullback. Oops. This was the pullback. This is the pullback. And you can actually use you want to see, I will show you a simple method, which is obvious, or you can actually use 4+2 indicator, which is also free. And when you place 4+2 indicator, I don't know if I have it already in my ATAS indicators. All 4+2, okay, yeah, fine. And now you start seeing the 4+2. Now, not everywhere. That is the point. That is the point, because it calculates basically for actually 6 conditions for entering the trade, but okay, I will move it. I will redraw it. If you engage the semaPHorek again, so it was like this, I guess, and this one was like this, let's say. And I will engage semaPHorek, which means I don't have, okay, clone window. I will add it here. And I need to find the area I talked about. I know already. It changed a lot. I probably have to redraw it again. Oh no, it's okay. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Now it's good enough. And you wait for the pullback. So as soon as this candle closed, outside the cloud, outside the VWAP, outside the Anchored VWAP cloud, and another one, and another one, and another one. So this is an obvious uptrend, not only by seeing the green candles, but also because of the Anchored VWAP cloud. Then you engage semaPHorek, which means I go to the indicators. I turn off the 4+2, pattern action, fractals, okay, AnchoredPoint. That's it. And I will add the semaPHorek to the chart. I will switch to something more appropriate, like Renko 18, which I currently like the most. We need to wait for the data a little. Renko 18, I hope I don't have too many days there, because it takes some time to download the candles. 60. Okay, now we have the candles. What's the history? Oh, 10 days. That was my fault. I need 2 days only. Okay. And now I need to import the settings for Renko 18. Let's use soft settings. This is it. And I'm interested in this situation. Is it global? No. Now it is. And now I need to find the situation at the chart. Where was it? 1550. Okay. 1550. Come closer. Yeah. It's somewhere here. 1550. It's here. And you start entering by my simple rule that you want to see at least 2 candles in the opposite direction, which means you can enter here and trade the uptrend because 1, 2, 3 candles in the opposite direction. You can enter here with a stop loss because of 1, 2 candles. Oops, I deleted everything. Okay. Now, this is your entry. You can count. We were 2R plus minus 1R. This is your entry. Plus 2, obviously. This is your entry. Plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Here, a lot of candles. Plus 2. And if you aim to, let's say, 5R in one day, then you got 5R. Your 5R. At 3 trades, using semaPHorek only and AnchoredPoint. Now, no entries here. I know how I will do it. I will do it with the eraser, like so. So that we have the backtesting results here. No entries. No entries. No entries. This was your entry. This was your entry. -1. And then you continue. This was your entry. -R. But this was your entry because we've got 3 candles here and we are still in an uptrend because we are above the Anchored VWAP. And here we got a new one, a new swing high, you see? So it looked probably like this. As soon as this candle closed, you wait for semaPHorek and you enter the trade. It's simple, isn't it? It's really simple, mechanical, and logical. So it works, but you need to follow a proper risk management, like risking, I don't know, $50. If you risk $50 per trade, then basically you got here your 5R and you are in a profit of $250. If you do $250 each day, we've got 20 trading days, so you have 5K. Using 1 paid indicator and 1 simple indicator, Anchored VWAP. AnchoredPoint, sorry. Yet another entry. This was the minus, and now there are pluses again. This is your entry, win. This is your entry, win. So we are, I will simplify this, +4. We are 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 7, +7R. That's it. Such a simple rule, such a simple strategy, you know.